So there's something that just came to my attention that holy shit. So apparently Helio Mobile, because of you know, that collaboration with Assurance Wireless, the wireless provider that provides, wireless coverage, like mobile coverage for government phones, the same ones that are given, to be able to assist with anybody on, food stamps or receiving Social Security. Well, there's a little bit of a corporate buyback that majorly went under the radar. And the funny thing is, for anybody that had any investments into it, which ultimately, seemed kind of like a sucker type situation because of, the lack of good phones. There is, if you still got any of those Helios stocks, they secretly became a millionaire at the very least in 2023. Yeah. Like ultimately, when it came down to, being the, provider of, cellular communications, for the government, for the United States government, Assurance Wireless ended up going ahead and being able to keep the lion's share as far as in the U.S. market, but it was split up because there ended up being a corporate buyback. All right. Now here's the thing: that corporate buyback, there are day traders that are doing everything that they can to go ahead and hide the windfall of, the profits from it. Because I can tell you right now, most of the actual stocks that ended up getting bought by politicians. All right. But now here's the thing: that buyback, that didn't happen in the U.S. market. That happened in Bangladesh. All right. That literally happened in rupees. All right. So 69.75 billion rupee corporate buyback. And the funny thing is, technically with Helios Mobile, they weren't selling cellular devices, as far as that corporate buyback goes. Do you know what they're actually selling? Use and access to the cellular towers. And that is the reason that when it comes down to, day trading stocks, the closest you could get to a wise investment is cellular communication companies, mobile companies. Because of the way that ultimately, the split up, buyback. But it ends up happening so rapidly, throughout the years, that some of the biggest windfalls end up being able to get swept under the rug and explained away as, oh, it's just, I just had some luck and good fortune. A hunch that I had once upon a time finally came into fruition. So, and by the way, giving that advice is not considered insider trading. It's actually considered recognizing the trends when it comes down to investments, as well as, some of the corporate Darwin Awards. But just throwing that in there, because of the factor that anybody that ended up, going and having any investments or starting to invest, because of the factor people always give the cautionary tale of, people lose their entire life savings, trading. And it's like, It depends on what you're dealing in. Because remember, the US markets being volatile, yeah, that doesn't mean that there aren't successful markets that ultimately, by investing in a specific company's, stock and becoming a shareholder, end up going ahead and paying dividends in other markets, like the market in Bangladesh. And then, because of the factor of the investor being in the US, the government being required to go ahead and convert the entire windfall in rupees into the US dollar.